quite dangerous. We talked about the counter-attack in the first, before the game, and that actually happened. Hamsik coming in on the inside, allowing the full-back to bomb forward, forcing Aidan McGeady, of course, to have to run back with him, which we didn't. We don't want Aidan back there. We want Aidan getting the ball in their third so we can go and create it. And it's been a bit of a problem. It's been disappointing.
It was looking very bleak for a while, but they did have one opportunity.
Yes, of course. And, you know, Damien, we'll see here, is always a threat. We said it before the game. He's playing over on the right-hand side. A good run from Robbie Keane around the outside, taking the player away. And that's where we want Keith Andrews up on the edge of the box, playing little balls for the forwards or Damien to get in. And he got in here, but you can see him. Good play. Unfortunate, Skertel obviously closes him down and forces him. And he didn't quite
slight
hit
deflection
the corner.
Now. On another day, does that fly in the top corner?
Might happen, but listen, you know, that was the only chance. Damien has scored for 8 years, or that's a long time, you know, and we need to create more chances. I thought the first 10 minutes we did okay. We were higher up the pitch. We actually looked as if we could maybe create something, and then the longer the game went on, we dropped off. It was the first time I've seen our full-backs getting forward for a long time. John O'Shea down the right and Stephen Ward down the left-hand side. But we give the ball away. We give it away and bad.
Like I said, it was a bit disjointed at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course. And that's been a disappointment. When you get into those areas, and the goodness is loads of time on the ball, and then Aidan doesn't look match fit, Aidan, unfortunately. We didn't maybe expect him because he hasn't been in the team, but giving the ball away each time. You can see it here in this little bit of footage.
Is that an easier ball?
Yeah, maybe another day that might have been a better ball. But when you get into those areas, here's a player I think is lacking a little bit of confidence more at the moment. Kevin Doyle. Giovanni Trapattoni didn't pick him. He obviously seen something in him this week. And here's a full-back, Stephen Ward, getting forward, but it has to be a better ball in there to give the forwards a chance to get on the end of it. We were disjointed. We didn't perform the way we expected. We have to pick it up definitely in the second half. And the longer that game went on, the ones that grew in confidence was Slovakia.
And they had chances.
They had chances, and you know, with Weiss in the team, Hamsik in the team, this was what we talked about in the counter-attack. It could have been a handball, possibly, but there are dangers on this player, of course, Hamsik. John O'Shea misses his tackle there. But when they get in here, they get 3 or 4 players forward. Here's Weiss coming on the inside. We're lucky that he didn't have a left foot, and he hits it straight at Shea. But that's probably a handball, but you know, it's on their half. We should be in a position to deal with that. I was very impressed with Hamsik. He's picking up good positions for them, and the movement between Stock and Weiss getting into those areas, and they can finish. You can see there where he had a good strike. Another day that might have been in the corner, we would have been goal dead. The only positive from this at the moment is that we're in the game. It's 0-0. Trapattoni picks them up at half-time. He gets them in there and starts making them believe that they can actually go and win this game, because it is absolutely vital. I don't think a draw even, you know, yes, maybe a playoff, but we've got to win. We've got to go and beat Slovakia if we've got any ambition to go and win this and get into this European Championships.
Thank you, Pat. We'll talk more in a few moments. You mentioned it there, actually. Only one man can pick up Republic of Ireland now. Giovanni Trapattoni is talking to his players right now. What can he say to improve that performance in the second half?
And we had a point. We're not out of it from maybe a second place position, but going to Russia now is going to be really, really difficult to get that. Probably they need to get at least a draw, if not 3 points.
I guess Russia are the big winners tonight, but you mentioned the big chance, and it was Robbie Keane, and you'd back him, you know, Ireland's all-time leading goal scorer, 51 goals, and really, should this have been 52?
Yeah, we were wondering whether we were going to make this chance. Damien over on the right-hand side with that beautiful cross in there, and as soon as it comes in, and where he picks up a great position off the shoulder of the centre half, and you would put your money on Robbie. And actually, he didn't make contact with the ball. That's the disappointing thing. It comes off his shoulder, and he'll have a sleepless night tonight thinking about that one, you know, and it's difficult. But we had other chances also, and again, you know, when you don't play well in a game, and you get those chances and you stick them in. You walk away and you say, well, we didn't play well, but we got a result, and it didn't happen, unfortunately.
Well, Robbie Keane was key in the second chance that came in the second half. He took the ball down brilliantly, laid it off to Simon Cox, who went for the shot. Was that the right option? Well,
a striker will always probably go for a shot, and especially if you're a young, inexperienced international striker, you'll be looking to make a little bit of glory for yourself. He had the option of, I think it was Keith Andrews down at the left-hand side. But, a striker in the box, he's looking for it, he sees glory.
Great first touch, wasn't it?
Good first touch, didn't quite connect with the strike. And a little layoff to the side, and I think Keith Andrews would have stuck it in, and again that would be them out of jail.
I could tell at that point you were thinking it just wasn't going to be Ireland's night, but there was to be one more great opportunity as well with just 10 seconds to go. All fans were on their feet. It was almost a perfect ending.
Yeah, and Stephen Hunt came on, and this is what he does well, and we expected maybe on a little bit sooner in the game. But we had 4 players in the box there. They had 3 defenders, and I think when you look at it carefully again, maybe Johnson Ledger, I thought was going, he just ducked and put Richard off. And Richard's had a few of those chances in past games, and he again will be one to be looking at that and saying that was the moment.
I know at times you're frustrated with Aidan McGeady, you're frustrated at times with Kevin Doyle, but for you, against Russia, does Trapattoni have to mix it up? Does he have to make changes?
I don't think he's that many options, to be perfectly honest. Aidan played almost nearly a full game tonight, and what you've got to give credit to Aidan for, he travelled in from Russia. He hasn't been playing. He only played 13 minutes, I think, at the weekend. He's come in and played on. I expected him to be pulled off just after half-time and Stephen to come on and make a bigger impact and have a longer time to make that impact. He might be one that he might have to bring in. Aidan looked as if he was hobbling a little bit. Kevin Doyle just didn't look up to it. He has been struggling a little bit with that knee injury. Let's hope that maybe Shane Long might make a recovery for Tuesday. There's not a lot of options there for him. And he'll be setting them up very, very strongly to defend, not give anything away. But we watched Russia here, and the last time they played, and they looked an exceptional team when they were allowed to play the fluent game. So we've got to try and stop that. I would love to see us go with maybe 3 in the middle of the pitch a little bit better and maybe play 1 up front. I think he might have to be forced into do that.
I'm sure McGeady will want to impress the Russians. Won't he? Playing in Russia as well as the country where he plays his football now.
Yes.
But just going back to the first half, and it was at times difficult to watch from the Republic of Ireland's point of view, but they did have that one opportunity. Again,
a huge opportunity. It fell to Damien. Damien again out on the right-hand side, cutting in. Nice little run from Robbie, as we said. Your midfielders are up at the edge of the box at this particular moment, playing little balls in for strikers and then for Damien, who comes in off the left, and that's what you want at times at your midfield. We tend to sort of hold them back a little bit, and we don't get the opportunities. It was a good opportunity, but it certainly wasn't as good an opportunity as we had in the second half with Robbie and the other guys.
Well, let's have a look at how we stand then. The Republic of Ireland currently second on the head-to-head rule, behind Russia, who won their game today. But huge game now. Russia, Ireland go there on Tuesday, and that's mammoth now, is it?
It is, but